Imagine a poor boy in a small village who works in the fields for 17 hours every day, just for one square meal a day. Now imagine that this boy became the owner of a car company worth lakh crore in the future. This is the story of the founder of Hyundai, Chung Ju-Yung. In the rugged, mountainous village of Asan, in what is now North Korea, a boy named Chung Ju-Yung was born on the 25th of November, 1915. His family's poverty was so profound that it defined every aspect of their existence. The Chungs were tenant farmers, working land they didn't own, surrendering most of their harvest to landlords. Young Chung's reality was a 17-hour daily grind, waking before dawn, working in rice paddies under blistering sun or freezing cold, and retiring only when darkness made labor impossible. His meals were sparse, often just a bowl of rice with fermented vegetables, sometimes supplemented with whatever wild plants could be foraged. At age 11, Chung accompanied his father to the nearby town of Songjin. This journey would ignite the fire that would define his life. In Songjin, he saw stores with glass windows, houses with tiled roofs, and people wearing shoes without holes. Most strikingly, he saw a teacher, a respected figure who earned a living through knowledge rather than backbreaking labor. Chung decided then he would become a teacher. He begged his parents to let him attend school. For 2 years, he walked 10 kilometers daily to a Confucian school, studying classical Chinese texts. But in 1928, when Chung was 13, his family's situation deteriorated further. A poor harvest left them unable to pay rent. His father informed him, "No more school. The fields need you." The dream of education died, but a new determination was born to escape poverty at any cost. Age 16, Chung and a friend heard about construction work in Kawan, 160 kilometers away. They stole their family's savings, 31 from Chung's household, and fled at midnight. After 3 days of walking, they found work as laborers, moving heavy stones for a road project. The pay was meager, but for Chung, it represented freedom. His joy lasted 2 months until his father found him and dragged him home. Chung tried again, this time reaching a port city where he worked loading ships. He was discovered within a month. He made it to Seoul but was apprehended after just 2 weeks. Age 18. This time, Chung prepared meticulously. He waited for his father to travel to another village. Taking only a small bundle of clothes and some stolen rice cakes, he walked for 5 days to Seoul. His father, upon discovering his absence, reportedly said, "Let him go. His hunger for something more is stronger than my ability to keep him." In Seoul, Chung's first job paid him 10 won per month, barely enough for food and a shared sleeping space in a warehouse. He survived on 1 meal daily, a bowl of noodles costing 5 jun, half a won. His breakthrough came when he found work at Bokyung rice store. His employer, Go Duk-jun, noticed something extraordinary about the country boy, his relentless work ethic and obsessive attention to detail. Chung didn't just deliver rice. He memorized every customer's preferences, delivery schedules, and even family occasions. He would arrive before sunrise to clean the store and leave after dark. Within 6 months, he was promoted to manager. Within 3 years, the ailing owner, with no heirs, made an unprecedented decision. He gifted the store to Chung in 1937. At 22, the former farm boy owned a business. Just as Chung was expanding his rice business, Japan's occupation intensified. In 1939, Japan commandeered all rice supplies for its war effort. Soldiers arrived at Chung's store, confiscated his entire inventory, and sealed the premises. Overnight, he lost everything he had built. But Chung observed something crucial. While the Japanese controlled food supplies, they paid less attention to automobile repair, a growing necessity as more vehicles entered Korea. In 1940, using savings hidden from the Japanese, plus a 3,000 won loan, equivalent to 3 years' wages for a laborer, he opened Adu Service Garage. 1 month after opening, a catastrophic fire destroyed the garage. Chung faced not only financial ruin but also angry customers whose vehicles were destroyed. While others might have fled, Chung did something extraordinary. He visited every customer, bowing deeply, and promised full compensation. He took a second loan of 3,500 won at punishing interest rates. This time, He revolutionized the repair business. While competitors took 20 days for engine repairs, Chung's team worked in shifts, completing jobs in 5 days. His secret? Specialization. He trained mechanics in specific areas, one for engines, another for transmissions, creating Korea's first assembly line approach to repairs. By 1943, he employed 80 workers and had repaid all debts. But Japan's desperation in World War II led to another seizure. His garage was merged into a steel plant for war production. After Japan's surrender in 1945, Korea was divided. Chung returned to Seoul in 1946 with 50,000 won, saved a small fortune. He reopened his garage with a new name, Hyundai, meaning modernity or present time. The choice was deliberate. It represented both a break from Korea's painful past and a commitment to the future. In 1947, observing American military construction projects, Chung noticed something. The U.S. Army valued reliability and speed above all. With no construction experience but immense confidence, he founded Hyundai Civil Works. His first major test came during the Korean War, 1950 to 1953. As North Korean forces approached Seoul, Chung fled to Busan with his family and 200,000 won all his capital. While others saw chaos, Chung saw opportunity. The U.S. Army needed warehouses, barracks, and roads built rapidly. Chung secured a contract to build ammunition storage facilities by promising what others wouldn't: completion in half the estimated time. His can-do approach became legendary. When materials were scarce, he improvised. When workers were afraid of bombing raids, he worked alongside them. He completed projects ahead of schedule, earning the trust of American commanders. One project, rebuilding the destroyed Gimpo Airport runway, was completed in just 3 months, when estimates suggested a year. After the 1953 armistice, South Korea was devastated. Chung positioned Hyundai as essential to reconstruction. Key projects that built the nation: Soyang River Dam, 1967 to 1973. At the time, Asia's largest rock-filled dam, Hyundai completed it 2 years ahead of schedule. Gyeongbu Expressway, 1968 to 1970. Connecting Seoul to Busan, 428 kilometers of highway through mountainous terrain. Chung promised completion in 2.5 years. Skeptics said it needed 5. He mobilized 80,000 workers, many living on site. The highway opened in 1970, transforming Korea's economy. In 1967, at 52, when most would consider retirement, Chung founded Hyundai Motor Company. Experts laughed. Korea had no automotive industry, no technology, no expertise. Chung's first partnership with Ford, 1968 to 1973, ended bitterly when Ford refused to let Hyundai develop its own cars. Undeterred, Chung traveled to Japan, Europe, and America, seeking technology transfers. All refused except Mitsubishi Motors, which agreed in 1973 to provide technology in exchange for a 15% stake. In 1974, Chung made an audacious decision. Hyundai would design its own car. He hired George Turnbull, former managing director of British Leyland, and 5 other top British engineers. Their mission: create an affordable car for the Korean people. The Hyundai Pony, launched in 1975, was revolutionary. Designed by Italy's Giorgetto Giugiaro, powered by Mitsubishi technology, priced at $2,000, affordable for Korea's emerging middle class. But quality problems plagued early models. Paint faded, engines overheated, and exports failed. From 1975 to 1982, Hyundai Motors lost $120 million. The board demanded closure. Chung responded by investing $500 million in a new plant with 300,000 unit capacity, 10 times Korea's annual market. Chung's strategy for America was brilliant market segmentation. Price disruption. The Hyundai Excel launched at $4,995, $2,000 less than the cheapest Japanese car, and equal to used car prices. Warranty innovation. A 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty unprecedented at the time. Timing. Launched in 1986, when the yen's appreciation made Japanese cars more expensive. Result. 168,000 Excels sold in first year, a record for any import. By 1988, Hyundai was selling 260,000 cars annually in America. While cars brought fame, Hyundai's true scale is in its 42 companies. Hyundai Heavy Industries, 1,973. World's largest shipbuilder. Built the first Korean supertanker when experts said Korea couldn't. Hyundai Engineering and Construction. Built landmarks worldwide, including the Petronas Towers Foundation and Burj Khalifa's structural work. Hyundai Department Store Group. Korea's luxury retail leader. Hyundai Elevator. Global top 5 elevator manufacturer. Chung's management principles. Can-do spirit. No project was impossible. Sincerity first. Extreme commitment to promises. On-the-spot decision-making. He famously made billion-dollar decisions immediately after briefings. His patriotic side. In 1998, during Korea's financial crisis, 8-year-old Chung personally drove 500 Hyundai trucks filled with gold. His family's 10 tons of gold reserves, worth $350 million, to the central bank to help pay national debt. Chung retired in 1987 but remained influential until his death in 2001. His funeral drew 100,000 mourners from presidents to former construction workers he'd personally known. Today, Hyundai Motor Group employs 250,000 people worldwide, sells 6.6 million vehicles annually, 2022, operates in 200 countries, includes Kia Motors and Genesis luxury brand. Market capitalization, $40+ billion. Chung's story transcends business. It's about human will, overcoming impossible circumstances. The boy who ate one meal daily now feeds millions through his companies. The teenager who walked 160 kilometers to escape poverty built highways connecting nations. The man who was refused technology by the world now exports Korean technology globally. His life proves that poverty is not a permanent condition but a challenge to overcome. And that vision, when paired with relentless execution, can move mountains, or in Chung's case, literally move mountains to build highways through them. As Chung often said, there are no failures in life, only results. If the result isn't what you want, change your approach and try again until you get the result you want. From rice fields to global empire, his life was the ultimate proof of this philosophy.